We're many, those that live beyond the veil of darkness, where nightmares are born. Sanity knows no bounds. Madness thrives on the suffering of the dead, rotting the souls in the souls of the weak. We have taken refuge here among the mortals in hope of harvesting on the innocent. Tread lightly in the search for the voices, the stories of the departed. For in the shadows hides the evil that lurks within. As the light dies and slowly becomes night, the realm of the spirits rule the world. In the darkness of your mind hides your own inner demons, brings to life your deepest fears. Do you have what it takes to speak to the dead? Do you accept your own mortality? In the search for life after life, have you ever seen a ghost, spirit, or demon? Have the lights flickered and the room became as cold as death itself? Maybe you have, maybe it was your own subconscious preparing you for death. Come spend some of what's left of your own existence in our search for the answers hidden behind the veil. Set off the blinders and open your mind's eye. Listen to the story. We are they, we are incarnate,
And what is up, everybody? Happy Monday to you. No, we didn't have a show Friday or this weekend. I've just been taking some me time. I've been working my ass off, and yeah, I can't do it every day. I'm trying to, but isn't working too well. Just got to get some rest in. Try to get caught up on everything. For as busy as it's been the past few weeks at work, got to get that rest in. Otherwise, it's not going to go good. What's up, Korg? How you doing tonight? Welcome in. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Uh, yeah, I didn't do much. Finally got a couple of things going on. Uh, got my check from the insurance company for my wreck a year and a half later. Freaking finally. Uh, Past few days I've been working on a little bit of a project. had a call from a friend who was going, if you guys remember, you guys have been here for a while. I was supposed to do an investigation at the Westgate Hotel Casino in Elvis Presley's suite a few years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. The same individual who she contacts me every now and then. She contacted me Friday. She's like, "Oh, Brent, what are you doing?" It's like, I'm in bed already. Been a bad week. I'm sore all over. I think I tweaked my back. She's like, "You still in the paranormal, right?" It's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You still thinking about doing a TV show?" Okay. I'm intrigued. I'm half asleep, but what's up? She's like, "I have a friend. He's looking for a co-host for a possible TV show. Not much paranormal, but conspiracy theories, UFOs, all that fun stuff. Cryptozoology." She's like, "Do you know anything about it?" I know a little, enough to be dangerous. It's like, "Okay, look, can I give the guy your phone number? He'll call you Saturday or Sunday." It's like, "All right, go ahead." I'm like, "We can at least see where this goes." So the guy calls me Sunday afternoon. Talked to the guy for about an hour. Wants to know, what I've done, what my beliefs are, and is there all knucking futs? Yes. He's like, "Do you believe in, what are your thoughts on conspiracy theories?" Well, depends what you want to dive into. I can't get into my past because I know a little bit and I can't discuss it. He's like, yeah. I said, "So you're talking about, Atlantis, JFK, 9/11, Oklahoma City, aliens, Area 51, uh, Bermuda Triangle, Alaska Triangle, Nevada Triangle." For those that don't know, there's like 12 triangles. uh, and, excuse me, something weird happens near all of them. He's like, "Okay." He goes, "You know what you're talking about." And the guy's a retired cop from like Pennsylvania. But they've interviewed a co host for him, and they can't find anybody that's that can kind of flow with him. So he's like, "Okay." He goes, "I like what I'm hearing here." He goes, "I'm going to pass your phone number on to the producers in New York. They'll call you Monday." And he's like, "I hope they don't call you at 7 o'clock on Sunday like they did me. Or Monday like they did me. They call me at 7 o'clock Monday morning, I'm going to be pissed." Because that's when I'm walking out the door to go to work. So, all right, I'll talk to you later. I'm walking out the door to go to work this morning, fucking 7 o'clock. The guy's like, "Hey, this is yada yada from New York. I'm with the TV show, the producer. Is a good time to talk today?" I texted back. It's like, "Dude, it's 7 a.m. in Vegas." It's like, "Yeah, I'm available to talk today. Just let me know when. I'm at work. I can make time to step away." It's like, "Oh, that's right. I'm sorry." It's like, these East Coast people forget that Vegas is 3 hours behind. Yeah. So about 10:30, he's like, "Are you free for a Zoom meeting?" So did the Zoom, and I'm a little nervous. He's like, "Oh, what do you believe? Conspiracy, and are you up to learning about this?" It's like, I know enough. I can talk if I have to. And I mentioned, Bermuda Triangle, Nevada Triangle, Alaska Triangle. He's mentioning like these shows. He has produced a couple of shows on Discovery. Can't say which ones because it'll give away what we're working on. He's like, "We've sent people out alone, and it didn't work." It's like, "Okay." He goes, "We want to send a team out to do this." It's like, "Okay, I'm game." Uh, as long as we can keep the paranormal tied in every so often, I'm good with it. It's like, we can work with that. What's up, Moose? So I talked to the guy for a while. He interviewed me. He recorded the whole Zoom call to pass on to his uppers to see if they want to proceed with making me an offer for a contract on a TV show. So I was like, I like what I hear from you, Brent. It's like, he goes, you know how to talk. I'm not getting the warm fuzzies. I have my reservations about it because when it gets into the paranormal, I've got to be the biggest bull in the room. I am not one to be a co-host. When it comes to be conspiracies and stuff like that, yeah, I'll take second chair. But if it comes down to the paranormal, you better let me lead the charge. But like I said, there's certain things I know in certain aspects. If they dive into it, I can't comment. I'm just going to go along with whatever they say. And right before the interview ended, this is where I started getting the reservations. He's like, is there anything else you'd like to say that, we could pass on? It's like, yeah, I know you're recording this. You made it known. If you expect me to fake anything, take my name out of the running. He's like, what? It's like, I said, I've been approached by TV shows before. I've built my name on my reputation, my honesty, and my truthful nature. I've done over 900 investigations. Not one did I ever freaking make something up. If you expect me to fake any kind of evidence, forget about it. And I said, that's where 2 previous TV shows stopped contact with me because I wouldn't fake evidence. I said, if you want to do it the right way, I'm on board. If you want to fake anything, take me out of consideration. He's like, I like what I hear. He's like, he kind of smiled, nodded on that one. He's like, all right, we got one of these guys. So that's either going to be my saving grace or my downside, or my off with his head. We'll have to see on that, but I probably shouldn't have put that last statement in, but I did. Anyways, guys, been talking for a few minutes. We left off Thursday, hour 5 minutes into Explicit 1 Recorder Night 2 in Building 7. Let's get back on over to it and see if we can get some evidence tonight. Yeah, I need my drink. Just hopefully there's no jelly beans tonight. Because MDS really got me with them Wednesday night. We're just gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait and see how this all turns out. I'm not gonna cross my fingers on it. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it just doesn't. I do have something to share with you guys. I've got a bunch. I didn't buy them. I've got a bunch of mugshots from Nevada State Prison from the 30s. I spent most of yesterday cropping down everything. I'm taking the pictures, putting them into Clipchamp, and making a movie out of it. Or just basically a slideshow. There's 400 pictures I got to go through. Oh, it's cool. Some of these pictures are really, really cool. But from what I was told, if it does come around with a TV show, you go out and film for 2 weeks, you come home for a week. You go out for 2 weeks, you come back for a week. You do that for how many ever episodes they decide to sign you for. And they said first season, the pay isn't that great. I told them as long as I can make what I'm making on my job, I'll do it. Any less than that, no. But for one season, I think they said it's 15 to 20,000. Which would be like what, 8 episodes? But they'd probably want to do a pilot first to see if it would turn into anything. Total. Uh, if they sign you to the second or third season, then you're making about 10K an episode because you've developed the audience. But to start, it's not that much. The good thing though, if it comes to fruition, I can put that on this channel. You know, this is what network that I've worked with. That would bring a lot of people in here. You know, you've got a lot of musicians on Twitch. You've got a lot of athletes on Twitch. Now, if it was 15 an episode, I could work 6 months and have over a year's salary. You damn right I would. But I can't say any names. I can't say networks. I can't say any companies. I can't do that yet. But I can say they have had certain shows on certain networks involving conspiracies and survival. I won't go more than that. Just hope for the best, guys. You need a fat guy in the group. That's not me. I ain't fat by any means. And the other guy's an ex-cop. That motherfucker's a stacked guy. I did a video chat with him. The guy is fucking huge. Oh, you're talking about yourself. Oh, I got 2 of them in here. I only got 2 people in here, and both of them are big guys. Sorry, Corgi. Watch it. David, what's up, bud? Been a hot minute. How you doing? Cheers. You're a fluffy guy. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. Had to throw Jack out. He was climbing all over everything. I'm falling apart, but still together enough to whip your ass. Tired of that time of year. A couple months ago, I'd agree with you. Old and broken down. I am starting to. I'm not old, but I am starting to feel broke down. Too much stupid shit in my younger years. And like I said, you guys know I just turned 48. Wasn't until last year I really started feeling shit when I woke up. I got through 47 years without any real aches and pains. I consider myself damn lucky. But I had a buddy turn me on to a couple things at work, and I'm in. I just started taking apple cider vinegar here a couple weeks ago, and I've already noticed a big change in my health. A couple more things I want to start doing. Get back into shape. Now we changed our name to Rice Krispies. Yep. You turn your neck, it's snap. You stand up, you crackle, and you lay down, it's pop. I was good until I got sick, then it went all to hell. Yeah. Pretty much got nothing through here. Said I count my blessings every day. I am fairly healthy. I eat right. I always have. Yeah, I eat out every now and then, but still on the right side of the grass, sunny side up. As long as we're all sunny side up, that's a good thing. That's a blessing. Well, you just got out of the hospital again. Corgi, at least you made it out. Maybe a little worse for the wear, buddy, but you made it out. I had two great friends over the past few years. Both of them went into the hospital. Neither one of them came out. So count your blessings, man. Last month and a half, 3.5 weeks. Well, Corgi, I hope that turns around for you, bud. Don't like hearing about anybody in the hospital. Last time I went to the hospital was when I was in my car wreck. I and I was there about 3.5 hours, 4 hours. point you can barely walk. Oh, as long as you can still hobble over to some pussy, you're all right. Did, did I just say that out loud? I said the quiet part out loud. Oops. Sorry to all the female viewers. I heard shit. Right? We're just getting the same repeating residual sounds. So, get this. One of our technicians at work, he's an older guy. He's probably he's early 60s. And he's solid silver, beard and hair. But he's got like shoulder length, almost mullet style hair. I was like, and like he looks every bit of 60. Went in today and I walked past him. I didn't recognize him. He's like, "Morning, Brent." I'm like, "Kirk?" Freaking guy, freaking dyed. He dyed his beard and his hair back to brown the way it was when he was in his 30s. It was like, God damn, dude, you look like 25 years younger. You could not tell it was him. And I felt like an asshole. It's like, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you. He's like, thank you, I think. It's like, dude, you don't look old anymore. The look on his face when I said that, he's like, Brent, you are an ass. It's like, yeah, I know I'm an ass. So, David, I don't know if you saw, but the beans are back. The beans made a comeback. Thursday, I did 20 of them. Or actually, Wednesday I did 10. Thursday I did the other 10. That's the way MDS wanted it. Rather be an asshole than the whole ass. I wear that crown proudly. I wear that ass crown proudly. Okay. That's what I thought that was. Must have been a hot morning. Considering that I had spicy Mexican food that night for dinner and then had to do spicy jelly beans on top of it. Yeah, it was an interesting morning. I wonder what that unusual. Whoa, hold on. Okay, nothing. Huh. Wondered what the unusual noise was. Must have been me. It echoed through 3 counties and about 6 states. Anybody get a chance to see the eclipse today? Vegas, we only had like 45% totality. Uh, Wish we could have been more, like the one back in 2016. Uh, Past that. The one in 2016, I was back in Missouri for Dad's funeral for that one, and that was amazing. I think it was the longest totality of darkness in like 1,000 years on an eclipse. In 98.87 totality, 95%. I wish we would have had that out here. But 40 some percent is better than 0%. Who wants to go to Cleveland? Not even Browns fans want to go to Cleveland. A banana was showing. Well, like I said, we had about half of it here. Even with glasses, it wasn't that impressive. And we had one pair of glasses for the company, so we're all sharing it. It's like, ooh, cute. Ooh, cool. Ooh, wow. Ooh, science. I was like, yeah, I've seen it. But what I found funny was and there's Jasper the Crow. And that's a loud Jasper this time. Had out the old telescope, could see the outlines of terrain on the moon edge. Nice. All these doomsayers. Every time there's an eclipse, it's the end of the world. It's the rapture. It's like, are you serious? You think we'd have a warning sign that big if the world was going to end, an eclipse? If we looked up and it was going to be the rapture, it'd be a great big freaking meteor. Just done. Been more exciting watching floods. Eh. Like freaking George Carlin used to say, a nice big earthquake registering about 26.2 right in the middle of Los Angeles. It's like, All right. That comedy skit of his saying he wishes there was more natural disasters, freaking epic. It's like, all right. Yeah, there's no more on this one. Let's get on to section two. Kind of figured this was going to happen. What's been interesting, river crested at 43.3 feet downtown. Highest ever is just over 44. Damn. 44 feet cresting. That's insanity. Flood stage is 36. Yeah, 7 feet over floods. That's enough to reach the levees. Once that reaches the levees, it's a whole nother level of crazy. Get this loaded up. See where stage two or section two takes us. My hopes aren't too good on this recorder. Previous year, we didn't get anything in 7. I was hoping this year might be different. Enhancer, yeah, there we go. We'll see what happens. I said we're only sitting at 104, which we're on explicit 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 15 more to go, and that's including the GoPros. Looks like cricket's coming. I think it's gonna be the same as the rest. It's gonna be wind. It's gonna be cars. It's just gonna be a mess. I'd rather have crickets than what we've been getting. Yeah, white noise. I think we actually came in a. That's something. Yeah, we got crickets coming for sure. We got the line in there. That straight line is crickets. Yeah, David, good call. Good call, David. A lot of crickets. And for some people, crickets can put them to sleep. I ought to just put this on the CD and sell it. Sounds of the Prison. Put you to sleep. Some white noise. Yeah. I've tried them all. Uh, you got white noise, pink noise, blue noise, green noise, purple noise, yellow noise, brown noise. I've tried them all. It's just different pitches, different frequencies. There's a couple out there that I found on YouTube that are special frequencies for sleeping with tinnitus. And they actually work pretty good. Like I said, I've got pretty good tinnitus in my left ear. Nature sounds. I used to have a thunderstorm CD. It was like 4 hours. I just put that thing on freaking repeat and I'd turn it way up. And I'd sleep like a freaking baby. Nature sounds, I gotta have it up. Not disturbingly up, but enough. Like where the volume is at now that we're listening to this audio, that's where I'll put the nature CD at, about that level. For thunderstorms, oh yeah. Then I'll put a sleep mask on. Amazing. But if I need to focus while I'm working, Pink Floyd. It gets me hyper focused when I'm working for some dumb reason. Mellows me out and I get that focus. There's a lot of ambient noise considering there's nobody in this building and it's not windy. I had a screamer for a roommate in the hospital last time. Heard them for about 2 minutes. Oh. Sounds like a couple of my last plane trips. Screamer 2 rows back. Tell the pilot to drop down to about 10,000 so he can open the door and throw him out of the plane. Not that I would, but at least we wouldn't have to listen to it anymore. Put your nature sounds, put on a sleep mask, and that's it. What about you, David? What about you, Moose? You guys use sleep mask, any nature CDs to sleep? Or just like take a couple melatonin and just zonk out? All depends on the day I've had, on how I'm going to sleep that night. Weird, I know. Nature sounds, waves, beach, or rain, thunder scares the dog. Of course, the 100 milligrams of trazodone, well, don't know what that is. Don't even know if I pronounced it right. That's why I say if I can't pronounce it, I don't take it. I even told the doctor that. He goes, I'm going to prescribe you some medicine. I'm going, Doc, if I can't pronounce it, don't give it to me. He goes, what? I said, if I can't say it, I don't want it. He just laughed. He goes, all right. He goes, I get it. But that's what gets me about a lot of these medications you see on TV, and they list the side effects. May cause dry eyes, runny nose, sore throat, bleeding gums, tooth loss, tooth decay, temporary blindness, tinnitus, hearing loss, twitching, uh, nervous tics, muscle spasms, nail loss, excessive nail growth, loss of hair. And you're like, yeah, I want to take that. Takes 30 seconds to list the possible side effects. No, I'll pass. And I'll say I don't know what caused my tinnitus, but there is a theory that the paranormal causes tinnitus. You're always analyzing white noise, and you always have headphones on. It's always next to the eardrums. You're always out in areas where it's ultra quiet, then go back into areas where it's ultra loud. So your hearing keeps doing this. Rapidly changing environments. So I don't know if that's a side effect of the paranormal or just years of loud music or both. I'm not a doctor, I can't say, but I'm not going to discredit it because, yeah, Corgi, it makes sense. It's like when you say, you know, pause this real quick. When you're hyper focused, you're sitting alone in a dark room, nobody else around. You're hyper focused with your auditory. You're straining, not necessarily straining to hear, but you're listening for anything out of the ordinary and you become hyper focused. And can that help cause some health problems? Eh, I would say yes. Can it cause tension headaches? Absolutely. One of the worst feelings in the world is a paranormal hangover. And I'm talking not just any normal you go into a massively heavy investigation. You wake up the next day, you feel dirty, you feel tired, you feel like the floor of a taxi cab. And it's hard to explain unless you've been through it. So anything excessive on that front, yeah, cause health problems. Now, what is this? I had a doc refuse to treat me in the ER a few days ago. Wow. That goes against his Hippocratic oath. Motorcycle. I'm going to pronounce his last name, so we call him Biscuit. So, ask him where the gravy was. Now, is his last name close to Biscuit? Bisquis or Bequeath or Biquis or some stupid shit like that. Bequeath or Biquette. Okay. It'd be like Biscuit or Bequette. Before you type that, I actually was not that far off. How freaking scary is that? Oh my god. That's odd as a cod, I'll tell you that now. I said biscuit. No. Oh. Here come the crickets. Yep. Faint hint of crickets. Him not so much. He's probably been hearing it his whole life. Probably heard it all the way through med school too. And his freaking instructors were like, just get used to it. Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Don't worry, Doc. I'm not gonna butter your biscuit. He's like a government employee, no sense of humor. So we could probably go to the DMV real quick. The bedside manner of a. Oh, God, I hate those. I only ever had one of those limp dick frickin' no humor whatsoever. And that's back when I hurt my hamstring when I was towing. My physical therapist, he had the sense of humor of a wet sock. I couldn't deal with it. Oh, holy hell, guys. This white noise is making me sleepy. He refused to come back in the room. I said, that's okay. I don't want you touching me anyway. You should have taken that calendar girl pose with him and be like, come on, Doc, be gentle. At that point, you go above and beyond to make them uncomfortable and just keep going with it. Oh, come on, Doc. I see you didn't bring your rubber gloves with you. It's not even our first date yet. And see what he said. Just be like, just keep going. Hey, Doc, we got some tongue depressors and some cotton balls over there. I'm sure we could put together a ball gag real quick. And be like, oof. Just gotta have, oh. I look for reasons to have fun with people like that. But I was mentioning earlier, guys, just to give you an idea. This is only a portion of the mug shots that I have. See all those and all those. Those are all the mug shots that I have from Nevada State Prison in the 30s. I'm gonna, like I said, I got sent a link from a museum, from their scrapbook in San Francisco. One of the museums has the actual book of all the mug shots. They digitized them. They sent me the link for it. By the time I'm done, the video should be about 45 minutes to an hour of just faces. Oh, didn't want to do that. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Come on, drag. There you go. Right now, we're sitting at... I've got 2 videos made. It's like 10 minutes, and I've only got like 70 pictures in. So it should be close to an hour of nothing but faces. I'm doing a new face every like 3 seconds. Excuse me. Had a student nurse that scared the living crap out of. They're more fun to mess with than the doctors. Like the physical mug shots that I've gotten off eBay, as I've said last week, I'm going to donate them all to the prison when I go back this year. I want them to be on prison grounds. Yeah, I know I paid good money for them, but they do better being home for future investigators and future visitors to the prison to see the faces of the people that actually stayed there. Instead of the docents just telling the stories, they get to see the faces of the people. And I think that's cool. Like, I did find one out of that group that was one of the ones executed. This is one of the executed. Charlie Kaiser, age 36, 5'6", 149, good teeth, Washoe Indian, tattoo. Sentenced to be hanged on May 21st, 1909. So, this is one of the ones that was executed. You see the look in his face, though. Tell me that is not the look of somebody who goes, I'm fucked. F-U-K-T, fucked. He knew it. He's like, shit, I got caught. I'm dead. So he was sentenced to be hanged May 21st, 1909. Yeah, he was executed for, all right. That's just crazy. So he was put in Nevada State Prison March 4th, 1909, and he was executed May 21st, 1909. March to April to May. He was in there 2.5 months before they executed him. 2.5 months. Death row now is what, 20 years? They didn't mess around back in the day. They need to go back to that, I think. Holy shit, Deads is here. What's up, bud? IR here. Have no fear, I is here. Yeah, we're really not seeing any evidence. And we kind of figured this on a couple of these recorders. Building 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 7, 8, and 10, or 6, 7, 8, and 10, we figured there wasn't going to be much evidence at all. You know, when I say that, generally when people run away. I ain't going to run anywhere for at least for another 4 or 5 minutes. So yeah, let's hope everything kind of works out. Good thing is, I told Susan, not a lot of people were signing up for this year. And she said, don't worry about it. I think I mentioned that before, but I do worry about it. Like I said, I do worry about it, guys. I know I can get a couple more people. If Lingering Souls doesn't go, that puts a huge dent in what we did the past 2 years. Because that means I have to try to find at least 15 more people for the Saturday night. Like to get all the viewers to go, but I know that's not a possibility. Definitely know that's not a possibility. A lot of people said they'd go, but because I remember Sim said she'd go, but with her job, that kind of screwed her. I'm drawing a blank right now, guys. I'm tired. Today was a very, very slow day at work. So, yeah. Everybody knows when it's slow at work, it just beats on you mentally. And guys, do believe we are going to stop it right there. Unfortunately, no evidence tonight. That's the way the ball bounces, guys. We've been there before. It's not our first rodeo. Do want to thank you guys for being here tonight. Corgi, David, Moose, Deads if you're still lurking, and anybody else lurking in the shadows. Thank you for being here and spending a little bit over an hour trying to analyze evidence. Unfortunately, guys, hopefully we'll get something tomorrow night. We have another couple nights left on Explicit 1. Then, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and knock out Explicit 1, 2, and 3 in order. See what happens. Hope for the best. It is what it is, guys. I had fun with it. I hope you did too. Thank you guys for keeping chat active tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow night around the same time. So have a great night. God bless, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks again.